I wanted to talk to you guys today about body weight circuit training and a specific type of training that I like to do called density training. So, this is a really cool technique. It's very simple. You can do this with no matter what your fitness level is, no matter what kind of shape you're in, no matter what kind of equipment you've got, no matter what, you can actually use this technique and this style of workout to fit a workout into every single day. And here's one of the coolest things about this style of working out is you can time block it, right? So one of the biggest problems that people run into when it comes to getting into shape, fitting in their workout, is they might set a really ambitious kind of schedule for, certain number of reps and sets and all that kind of stuff. And then becomes the problem of, how do I fit that in during the day? Well, this technique here, using density training and body weight circuit training, is a way to get a workout in no matter how much time you have. So basically, the basic fundamental concept of density training is you take a set period of time, and it's basically a high intensity training type workout. So let's take a step back there. So what is high intensity training? So high intensity training is where you go all out for a short period of time, say like 30 seconds, and then you rest for double that time. So you go all out for 30 seconds, then you rest for a minute. Or you go all out for a minute, and then you'd rest for 2 minutes. Something like that, some kind of a pattern like that. So that's the idea of high intensity interval training. So you're doing intervals, right? Density training is the exact same thing. You have a set period of time and then a set period of rest. And then the trick is you want to time it, write it, and beat it. So today, let's say we're going to pick 4 exercises. 4 compound body weight exercises. Push-ups, pull-ups, squats, and crunches. Now, everybody can do those 5 moves. You might not have a pull-up bar. Most people can figure out some way to do some kind of pull-up. But if you don't have a pull-up bar, then there are some other exercises. But let's say that you have a pull-up bar and you're able to do that. Everybody can do the squats, and everybody can do the crunches, no matter how big your gym is, no matter how much room you have. There's really, anybody can do that. Now, you might have to modify a little bit. If you've got like shoulder problems, then you could modify your push-ups. If you've got knee problems, then you could do lunges instead of squats. So there's lots of room there. None of these types of exercises are set in stone. But let's say, so we've got those 4 exercises. We're going to do 30 minutes on, or 30 seconds on, and 1 minute off. So you take your stopwatch, and then you start with your push-ups. Now, what you want to do is count down how many push-ups you can do. So we're going to do 4 sets. So it's going to take 6 minutes to do 4 total sets this way. So 30 seconds on, a minute rest. So you do that 4 times. And you write down the total number of push-ups you did. Now, you want to be strict about this. You want to write it all down, and then you want to add it all up. And then you're going to go on to your pull-ups. Now, most people aren't going to be able to do pull-ups for 30 seconds straight. That's all right. Even if you can just do 1 pull-up. If you can do one push-up, that's fine. However many of those that you did in that period of time, that's what you write down. And then the trick, the real key, is tomorrow when you do that same workout, or a day later after you rest or whatever, when you do that same workout, then you want to try to beat those numbers. At the very least, you want to match. Let's talk about that for just a second. So you always say that you want to get progressively better, progressively better, progressively better. What does that mean to get progressively better? Does that mean that today I did 10 push-ups, tomorrow I do 11 push-ups, the next day I do 12 push-ups? Well, in a couple of weeks I'm doing 1,000 push-ups, right? Obviously not. You're going to hit plateaus, and there are obviously physical limitations to how many push-ups you can do. So you do want to keep that in mind. You do want to get progressively better. At the very least, you want to match what you did yesterday, but you're not going to beat yourself up if you didn't blow yourself out the next day. So if you do 10 push-ups today and tomorrow you do 10, that's no problem. You know what I mean? But what you want to try to do is over time is build that up from 10 to 11. Now, I think this type of training is really, really effective for everyday fitness type training. I don't think you need a rest day. Again, we are talking about density training with a body weight circuit. Now, you can modify because it might get a little bit boring. That's up to you. But you can modify this whole thing. This whole routine should take about 24 minutes. So each block, each set of 30 seconds on, 1 minute off, you do 4 of those and then 4 total. That's going to give you, so each set will take 6 minutes, and then 4 of those total will be a total of 24 minutes, right? So you get a full total body workout, including your entire upper body with the push-ups and the pull-ups. You get the crunch for your core, and then you get the squats for your legs. So you get your whole body in 24 minutes. You can fit that into almost any schedule. Physically, you can handle that every single day pretty easily. And assuming you're not like already a really elite athlete or already been doing a lot of training, that type of a schedule will be pretty tough for you. So 30 seconds all out push-ups, a minute rest, 30 seconds, and then do that 4 times total. That'll be 6 minutes. 30 seconds all out pull-ups, and then rest. And then again, that's probably going to be, for a lot of people, it's going to be maybe 1 or 2 pull-ups, then rest for a little bit, and then do a couple more until you fill out that 30 seconds. As many as you can do in 30 seconds. You don't have to do them straight. Same things with the push-ups. You don't have to do them straight. You just do as many as you can fit into that time period. Eventually, over time, like with the push-ups, you'll be able to do push-ups for 30 seconds straight. And then you're going to run into limitations because you can only do so many, no matter how. Now, make sure that they're full range. Make sure that you're doing proper form. Focus. Don't start cheating and don't start squeezing out little garbage reps there at the end. Make sure that you're doing everything consistently and doing everything well so that you can, get your numbers and improve those, but improve those with quality, not just with, really sloppy, messy moves. And then the more that you do that, the more that you write that stuff down and the more that you try to beat that every day, then you're going to improve systematically. And that's a really great workout system. And you can do that every day. And then you can start adding variety. So maybe you might want to focus on upper body one day. So maybe you'll do push-ups, pull-ups, and then curls, for example, and squats. So you could do curls to focus on your biceps. And then you're just going to pick one weight, say 15 pounds, as many curls. Now, if you could do 15 pounds without stopping, no problem, in 30 seconds, then up your weight. Piece of cake, right? Still going for 30 seconds. And then you do as many curls as you could do in that 30-second period. And then, again, if you start hitting plateaus, if it's super easy, then just add weight. Same thing with the push-ups. Like I say, most people, unless you're already an athlete, you're not going to be able to do 30-second push-ups straight. You're not going to be able to do 30-second pull-ups straight. Once you get into those types of areas where you can do those straight consistently, then it's probably time to move on to a different workout style. But for a lot of people, this type of body weight circuit training that uses HIIT style moves and density training, this is going to get most of you in really good shape, and it's something you can do every day. You can do it in 24 minutes. You get your whole workout done in a half hour. Easy peasy. And it's a great way to move forward. Go forward, create your own plan, write it all down, try to beat yourself, do it for a couple weeks, see if you can improve yourself. And like I say, always modify. If you start out doing it on your knees, no problem. If you start out just doing one pull-up, no problem. If you can't do pull-ups, then do curls. If you can't do squats, do lunges. There's all kinds of options out there. Experiment, try things around. But use this density method and you will achieve great things.